drift, what it could bring. Any thoughts on it? So when we lift and then we're already drifting with our lower half. Any thoughts on it? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Arm's going to lay back. All right, good. Arm's going to lay back. As it lays back, there's going to be some torque and some tension on that arm, whether it be the elbow or the shoulder. Even if he's strong, and let's say he's effective and he can power his way through it. A lot of relievers are going to be a little bit more, I would say, inefficient at times. They're max effort. They can get away with that a little bit more because they're going to throw less innings. Starters, you need to be a little bit more efficient because you're going to go out there for 100 plus innings. And also in high school, college, and professional, the inning load gets more and more. One of the things that he talked about was just laying the arm back, whatever it is, even let's say some forearm fly out. If we get into this position more and more often, we're also not only are we vulnerable to injury, but also just inconsistencies. All right. As we get into college professional, now that strike zone starts to shrink up a little bit more, not just in what we're calling balls and strikes, but where we need to throw this pitch effectively. Major league pitchers need to be able to throw to this spot, and this spot, this spot, and this spot. Even minor league guys. College guys are able to do it and switch speeds. Now you're looking at probably professional guys. But what I'm talking about is when guys get into those bad positions, now we don't always get to our release point. If we don't get to our consistent release point, now we're erratic. If we're erratic, we're less effective. So that's why the mechanics are important. It's kind of like, I know Mike is going to talk about hitting. He's talking about a swing coach. You got to have an efficient swing. Mechanics are important. That's what we're going to talk to at the beginning. Mechanics are important so we can get to the release point so that we can throw all of our pitches in the strike zone. Start them as a strike, finish them as a ball, start them as a ball, finish them as a strike, whatever that is. That makes sense? So that was just one area that he talked about, having your arm fly back. All right? Some of the other things.